Mane fa na se ma PENDREAM TV. PENDREAM TV de osia dem yopo.
So we're moving on to another matter just before we go for the round lottery results, where the minority leader and the majority leader had a little clash in Parliament over Ofori's U.S. presidency reports. So reading from my journal line, the majority leader, Mahama Yariga, and the minority leader, Alexander Afenyo Markin, clashed in Parliament over the latest developments involving former Finance Minister Ken Ofori and his reported status in the United States. The exchange followed reports that lawyers for Ken Ofori on Tuesday reported the U.S. court has granted his request for permanent residency in the United States. Raising the issue on the floor of Parliament, the majority leader criticized the minority and pointed to earlier political promises they made about the former minister's return to Ghana to face accountability. Professor Hamza, this clash in Parliament, it seemed very personal, very heated. Does it serve the interest of the people? Is like holding people accountable?
I think this media, the way you kind of carry information sometimes, it doesn't, it stands differently from the content. I know this is a usual, jokes that normally comes from either of them. And so this statement was just one of the kind of the jokes, made by the majority leader with regards to the issue of the former finance minister. Nevertheless, it is important to revisit the matter because we all know that the former finance minister, from day one, we, the majority or the ruling party, thought that he was running away from accountability. Our opponent said he wasn't running away from accountability. He was going to definitely come back. And then our prediction has come to pass because we thought, he was preparing to come back to the country to account and defend the issues that he has been accused of. The special prosecutor had declared him fugitive and said he was supposed to stand trial on about 5 cases, including accounting to the people. Fraud, including conflict of interest and some other related matters. And so the spokespersons for him had promised that he was going to come back. And then later, we heard about the case that he overstayed and he was kind of arrested. And then later, the lawyers came in and he was eventually released. We heard about the case that he was also he applied for asylum. To stay in the UK, in the US, and we thought that was a rumor. And the lawyers have come out to say that he's been granted, some kind of a stay in the US. So it is very unfortunate that we are witnessing this development. This is something that should be bipartisan, even though he belongs to a political party. But people who we have entrusted state responsibility must be made to be accountable to the taxpayer. And so he was a public officer, of course, a minister of a very important sector. And so if there are issues, bordering his stewardship, he should be made to come and account to the people. So I want to believe that the government will still take some initiative to go through whatever lawful processes are available to pursue the former finance minister to come and account to the people. I am looking forward to that. And I also believe that our friends from the other side will also try and then pull the right strings to ensure and encourage him to come. If they have nothing to hide, he should come back and account to the good people of Ghana. For me, I will find it embarrassing that my own country, of which I was given an opportunity to serve, and then I will run away from accountability. I will find it embarrassing, and I think that he wouldn't want to put himself, the family, and the party in that state of embarrassment. The right procedure will be followed, and then he will come and account to Ghana.
Thank you. Hopson, so the former finance minister oversaw the country during perhaps a very difficult period. What accountability process do you think he should be subjected to, regardless of his residency status?
Oh, the residency status will not undermine the effort of government to bring him back in any way. That is a right that he has to apply for that. Are you getting it? So I don't think granting him the green card or permanent residency will just negate whatever we are doing here. But you see, it's very unfortunate. A man of his caliber, who always, every sentence that you make, you will be quoting a Bible verse, speaking to the word of God, and all those kind of things. For him to say, no, I'm not coming until Atemuda. I mean, you know, one of the letters that he wrote to Yoko, he said, he's going indefinite. They don't know the time he'll be coming back. And truly, that letter they wrote is working. Let me take our mind back. You know, when J. Kufuor won election 2001, Nana Akufo-Addo was made the Minister for Justice and Attorney General. And the finance ministers, Kwame Prupra, Victor Serume, and Go, Akufo-Addo prosecuted them. I mean, he was the Attorney General. He prosecuted them. In fact, they went to jail. Some came out of sickness. Others also died. Victor Serume died in jail. Not them alone. Other officials were prosecuted. Today, when NPP speak, they say, oh, apart from NDC that has been jailed, no NPP person has been jailed. Are you getting it? So why is Ken not coming? Knowing the fact that, hey, under my stewardship, what happened may land me somewhere. He planned to leave the country. You've lost elections. Look, your own party people say, look, we don't need you here. They wrote a petition to the president. That time they were about 137. Okay, let's take it 138. 89 of them signed a petition that we don't want this man. The president managed to convince them, you hold on, let's do with the IMF, this, that. Then finally, the last year, he was relieved from that position. It baffled me how NPP as a party is quiet on this issue. Because I asked myself, will NPP have the courage to talk about corruption in this country? Going into election 2028, can they talk about corruption? Because anywhere you mention corruption, they will raise Ofori Atta. We, the parties that are also competing, will have his picture on placard. The moment we hear parties talking about corruption, we'll raise it. So it will do them good if they convince him to come. Look, after J. Kufuor's administration, a lot of officials were sent to court. I quite remember Richie Danane, the guy who was involved in some rise. No. I mean NPP under Kufuor. Some of them were taken to court. And they went through. None of them were convicted. Are you getting it? So if nothing untoward has happened, why is Ken Ofori-Atta hiding? And this one brought the heated argument between the minority leader and then the majority leader. You know, minority leader has a penchant of, accusing people at the floor of parliament. You remember how he dealt with some judges there? Were the judges there to, defend themselves there? No. Are you getting it? So if someone speaks and then point to Ken Ofori-Atta and then you get up and say, Ken Ofori-Atta is not here to defend himself and all that, it will not be that cool with the majority to also keep quiet. Are you getting it? So
I have to come to Dr. Paul.
Yeah. Let me conclude. I will plead with my brother Afenyo Markin. We know we come from the same area. From his hometown, you go to my hometown. Are you getting it? I'll plead with him. Issue, take it cool. Because in the party NPP, the way it's going, you do that, power will come and say, oh, cry, you talk too much. They will push you somewhere.
All right.
So you should slow down and make sure things are okay.
All right.
I know PENDREAM will talk to Ken Ofori-Atta to come back.
Bobby, what will you say? We have just a few minutes, unfortunately.
Jay, I think that we need some clarity on this table.
All right.
Okay. Ken Ofori-Atta is not running away from this country. Ken Ofori-Atta is in the US because he's not well, he's sick. We, as a people, have followed his health challenges after COVID-19. And he's in the US because he's sick. He left this country because he's not well, and so he's gone for medical treatment. We have had officials who have gone for medical treatment out of this country. Sedimam Tamaklo left this country in 2021 and came back in 2026 for medical reasons. 5 years afterwards, she's back. We are told she's still not well. Her case went through the court system. On this table, Ken Ofori-Atta has not gone through the court system. We cannot judge him for corruption when a court of competent jurisdiction has not said so.
No, I say should come in account.
Okay? We cannot judge him for that. Okay? The New Patriotic Party is a party that believes in the rule of law. The New Patriotic Party is a party that is accountable. The New Patriotic Party does not shield itself from accountability. And there is no way the New Patriotic Party is shielding anyone else from accountability. We are custodians of the rule of law. And so, Ken Ofori-Atta is only out of this country purely on health grounds. Same reason why Sedinam Tamaklo was out of this country purely on health grounds. From 2021, she came back after 5 years. So we believe in the rule of law. And I think that it's important that we bring clarity to this issue.
Okay.
I think it's important that on this platform we set the record straight. The New Patriotic Party is a party of rule of law. Ken Ofori-Atta is an abiding citizen of Ghana who also is abiding to the rule of law. If there are due processes that must be followed, I think that those due processes should be followed. We cannot ask for Ken Ofori-Atta to come to Ghana when he's not well. He is sick, and that is why he's in the US. And we have had instances where public officials are unwell who have also traveled out of this country to ensure that their health is better. And so for me, I think that we should allow Ken Ofori-Atta time to fully recover. We want him to be well. We want him to be healthy. We have seen his challenges that he has had over the years after COVID-19. And so we'll wish him well. We would pray for him. We would ask for speedy recovery for him. And if there are any instances at all, the rule of law is there, and they have to follow that. Ken Ofori-Atta was a finance minister in this country, supervised one of the difficult moments of government when governments went through COVID-19, when Russia invaded Ukraine, stabilized the Ghanaian economy, had a single digit from 2017 throughout to 2019, and was able to bring back the economy after COVID-19. And so let's not nail him.
Exited.
Okay, let's not nail him. And so for me, I think that he's not well, which is why he's in the US. And so the narrative that is being created that Ken Ofori-Atta is absconding from Ghana and he does not want to be accountable is neither here nor there. Okay. He is a proud citizen of this country. He is a law-abiding citizen of this country. And if there are rule of law, those processes must go through.
All right. Thank you so much, Dr. Paugrebe.
During the government of President Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, it's important to state that this is a policy of the New Patriotic Party and a policy of Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo that President John Dramani Mahama is continuing. In March 2018, President Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo and Hassan Ouattara signed at the Abidjan Declaration, and that was where we created the Ghana Cocoa Initiative. And it's a continuation of what the NDC government is doing. We are very pleased about that as the opposition party. Cocoa is important to us. Our farmers are important to us. The pricing window should have been maintained because of that collaboration that we have had over the years from the previous government. But it's good news to see that they are continuing the legacy that we began, and we commend them for that.
So harmonizing the prices seems good in theory, but is it going to be something that's going to be effectively worked out practically moving forward? Perhaps, when it comes to currency fluctuations, the production costs, domestic political pressures, what do you foresee as some of the main obstacles they need to, in order to harmonize all this? No,
they're not supposed to have any obstacle, because when we signed the agreement and created the framework, that was how come we're able to stabilize the cocoa pricing. And you recall that they had challenges with stabilizing the cocoa pricing when Cote d'Ivoire had not even increased theirs, and then Ghana reduced the cocoa pricing. And so this framework is what is supposed to help us.
All right. So if they agree on a common price, what does that mean for our local farmers?
It means that our farmers will be happy. Cocoa farmers deserve to be happy because they work very hard. Sometimes you realize that when you go to the villages where we have cocoa farmers, they say that abayin enti asikano. And so sometimes you think that what happens at the national level, the local people do not follow. They follow it all throughout. I have grandparents, grand-aunties, people in constituency who go there, and then they keep telling you that the government has not paid us, the government has not bought our cocoa pod, and on and on and on. So it's going to bring a lot of excitement to the Ghanaian farmers. But they must remember that this is a continuity of the NPP government policy, which is important for us.
So does that mean with this, they get more money for their beans?
Well, that's how it's supposed to be, because the framework distributes that effectively. Because what you want is that you want to be able to ensure that cocoa pricing is stabilized. You want to be able to ensure that when the farmers do their farming and the pricing window comes, they get their benefits of it, so that the cocoa is not lying there and you are paying them a minimal amount of money for the hard work that they have put in growing their cocoa.
Okay, so if this model should work, do you think it's something that other African countries can replicate?
I care about my country. I care about my country, and I think that stabilizing the Ghanaian economy is more important to me.
All right. So, Hopson, looking at this harmonization policy, it's like a lot of people are asking, it took a long time to come in. So why is it happening now? Why did it take so long?
It's better late than never. So once they've agreed to do that, I think it's good. You go to Europe, European Union, they are powerful because of some of these things. Are you getting it? If country A has this, country B, this and that, they coordinate and make sure they are on the same page. Nobody will do that. So this program is good. It doesn't matter when it started. Mm-hmm. But the good thing is that it has come to... No, I'm not condemning it. What I mean is that...
It's like, now that we've signed an agreement...
Cocoa board started long ago. But the point is that now where we've gotten to is good. Number one, You see, this it will even stop this smuggling issue, because they smuggle cocoa because of the prices. So if they agree that, okay, a bag, we are going to buy it, let's say, $500, and it's across board, everybody will be okay. Then what we get in Ghana will remain in Ghana. What they get there will also remain there. Are you getting it? Now, with the issue of maybe the price and other things, you see, we are not buying it ourselves. We don't, add value to the cocoa beans here. So we sell it out. And the price is not determined here in Africa. Are you getting it? In natural sense, like Ghana and Cote d'Ivoire should determine our price, that this is how we are going to sell it. But it's not so. We sit down here, someone will sit in Switzerland, someone will sit somewhere and say that, oh, this is how we are going to buy it. And we also give it out. You don't have it. But we having it, we cannot tell you this is how we want to sell it. But you buying it, you say, I'm going to buy it this way. It's very, like you go to Israel, where Diamond Center. I say, so what is this? Do you have diamonds here? I say, no. The whole world, if you don't bring your diamond here, you will not get a better price. You take it there for them to refine it, everything. You know, let's say they will take about 40% and give you 60%. So 3 countries taking your diamonds there, they are richer than all of you. Yeah. Are you getting it? These are some of the things they are using to beat us. So with this, Ghana and Cote d'Ivoire can say this year we are not going to sell our cocoa. We are keeping it. And they will kowtow to how we want them to buy the beans. Are you getting it? The plans for this country, last president talked about it, that we are going to make sure we process a greater part of our beans here in Ghana. We add value before we export it. Once we're able to go through that, I can tell you that the prices will not come down as we are seeing it. Are you getting it? During my brother's time, PENDREAM, and the government time, we were lucky. The wheat price shot up.
You were part of that.
Pardon me.
You were with us.
No, that time I was not with you.
Oh, you were with us.
No. I left you 2023. Are you getting it? So when I left to pay, the price shot.
That's inaccurate.
You know?
Your boss was the minister for trade.
He left before. Are you getting it? And then, we've talked about this. Now the price has drastically come down. So the price that they are paying today is not deliberate. We should not let it seem that, oh, maybe government don't like the farmers. That's why he has brought the price down. No. We can also not borrow to pay what we are not using. Are you getting it? We are sending the beans out. And they are getting it outside there. They say we are going to buy it 1 cedi. The government will say that, oh, because we were buying it 2 cedis, I'm going to borrow additional 1 cedi and pay. Paying that, you create a debt. Yeah. Who is going to pay that? It will come back to us. Are you getting it? Then government will say that, okay, let us come out with this levy so that we can say, no, it should not be so. Word price, we pay according to that. The structure that, government should pay 2/3 to farmers and then take 1/3. We make sure we follow it. That one, I think we are good to go. But this initiative, I think, is a good start that the 2 countries can decide how the world will look at us. Okay. Because if we are giving the entire world 60% of the beans, then we can
also dictate the price.
That's right.
Okay.
But because we were not together, if Ghana decide not to sell, Cote d'Ivoire will say, I'm going to sell.
Yeah.
If Cote d'Ivoire decide not to sell, Ghana can say, I'm going to sell. But if the 2 come together that, look, we don't like this price, so we are not going to sell our beans for this year, I tell you, things will change.
So, Professor Hamza, now they are harmonizing the cocoa farm gate prices. As some will say, it's been a long time coming, but this is the right time for it to happen. What are your thoughts on that?
Okay, so thank you, sir. I think the partnership is very important. I listened to Dr. Frederick very, very well. When he was submitting, two key words keeps surfacing in his submission. That is their baby, it's their legacy. They are happy we are continuing with it. I want to assure you that our researching agenda is non-discriminatory. Policies that are good for the country will definitely be continued. Policies that we think that will not help the country, we will shed them and introduce new policies. So, and let me also make it clear here. Normally, bilateral issues hardly die because it is between two countries. So if your country, is probably trying to go down, you might get an prompt from your partner in another country. And also, if you come in as a government, you want to be seen to be a country that is not serious. So anything that is international, you do not have to joke with it. You have to pursue it. And so pursuing this is something that is normal, that every government coming to power will do. Nonetheless, coming back to the substantial matter, I think that is a good news in the sense that in the past years, the cocoa prices have been wobbling, which is not helping the two countries. And like you rightly mentioned, the two countries can determine, we can come together and determine world cocoa price. And so this initiative is long overdue, that if we had recognized the fact that we are the world, giants when it comes to cocoa, and then taking advantage of where we stand, both countries would have benefited hugely. Nonetheless, what the two countries are coming to do is something that will go a long way to help the country. It will help, like my brother did say, it will help to cut down the smuggling. We can determine prices, good prices for our people. We can control the cocoa production and ensure that our farmers get the best. So it is a good initiative. What I will look forward is to the action plans. What are the action plans? What are the roadmaps we are going to embark to ensure that we are able to concretize that partnership? I look forward to that. I believe strongly that it is something that we don't do as Africans. We need to take advantage and tap our potential. Where we are so strong, we should come together and strategize. If we strategize...
You foresee a time where perhaps we bring other cocoa-producing countries on board and then we detect world prices as well?
Yes, I foresee that happening, especially in other African countries. I know Nigeria is also doing well. I think they're about the 5th when it comes to the production globally. So we are expecting that going forward, they may have to rope up other African countries, including Nigeria, so that we become stronger. The more we are united and then realize our potential and grow the potential, the better we can all benefit from the cocoa.
And it also help if we start processing it right here in the continent.
Yes, we are already committed. The government is committed to ensure that we do a lot of processing. And that is even the more reason why we need to partner, so that we can come together and see how we can take advantage.
Okay.
Because production may require some kind of support from other countries, because we need to talk about marketing and all that, which will require other countries to be involved in this. So this initiative is going to help to achieve our determination to process our cocoa.
All right. So this is news a long time coming, a step in the right direction from the tone I'm getting from my guest. So we see how it proceeds. And then it gets to a point where we can...
the top 10 African countries producing cocoa. Number 1, Cote d'Ivoire. That's over 2 million tons. 2, Ghana. projected roughly 500, 800 tons. Cameroon third, 298 tons. Nigeria fourth, 280. Sierra Leone 193. Uganda 35,000 to 71,000. DR Congo 36,000. Guinea, Liberia, and Madagascar. So I think with time, if all these countries come together, I tell you, we'll break through.
And then we can get the processing hub, everybody
That's
right.
right.
And then we also start dictating prices. I'm sure Hopson will be very happy when that happens.
PENDREAM TV. Now, so far so good. Say open online portal e Ghana. Nipa share, nipa follow, nipa comment here. To my best of knowledge, without any biases, PENDREAM TV.